Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we slice through the marketing hype to get you the core insights, quickly. Today, we're dissecting a challenge almost every business leader and marketer seems to be facing right now, how the traditional marketing playbook feels incredibly outdated in this new AI era. If your once reliable tactics are feeling a bit, deflated, you're not alone. The way buyers engage and decide has fundamentally shifted, and what worked even 2 years ago, it just isn't cutting it anymore. We've got a stack of sources here to really get into this.
Absolutely. Yeah, the big picture here is that the old linear path to growth, that predictable funnel, it's basically gone. What we're seeing now are fast, dynamic loops, constantly adapting to an ever-changing landscape.
Loops, okay.
Yeah, loops. So our mission in this deep dive is to unpack loop marketing, which is a new framework from HubSpot designed for exactly this environment. We'll explore its 4 stages, the critical role AI plays, and show you how it delivers practical compounding business growth, all without that dreaded information overload.
Sounds good.
And just quickly, for businesses looking for maybe some expert guidance on these growth strategies, AI implementations, or HubSpot solutions, well, resources like Aspiration Marketing and their blog.aspiration.marketing, offer invaluable insights and support for building these impactful systems.
Great resource. Okay, so let's unpack this shifting landscape first. Why are those traditional linear marketing funnels just not flowing like they used to? It really feels like the old playbook is struggling.
It really is. And a critical aspect here is the sheer speed of change we've seen. In just the last 2 years, buyer behavior has shifted more dramatically than in the previous 15 combined.
15 years, wow.
Yeah. Think about the zero-click search phenomenon. Sources show that 58 to 60% of Google searches now end without a click.
Right there on the results page.
Exactly. People are finding their answers directly or through other channels entirely, not your website.
That's a powerful shift. But for a smaller business, maybe without a massive content budget, doesn't that make it even harder to get seen if people aren't clicking through? Seems like our focus has to shift.
It does, to precision. And it goes beyond just search. Buyers are now starting their evaluation journey in AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude.
Okay.
And are also diving into diverse platforms for discovery. YouTube, obviously, world's second largest search engine, but also Substack, Reddit, LinkedIn, creator content. It's fragmented.
So if your brand isn't showing up there,
how are buyers finding you?
Yeah.
Exactly. And this has a cascading effect. We're seeing declining website traffic, lower email engagement, diminishing returns from traditional paid channels. It's led some to call it a mini marketing Armageddon.
Mini marketing Armageddon. That's a strong phrase, but honestly, it feels that way sometimes. So the fundamental shift isn't just how people find you, but where they actually form their intent, do their initial research. It's moving upstream away from our own channels.
That's a great way to put it, upstream.
So yeah, our focus has to move from sheer volume to precision and deep engagement where buyers actually are. But you mentioned AI makes it easier to convert those high-intent visitors. How does that work?
Well, while it's harder to get those initial visits to your website, the visitors who do make it are often much more educated. They've done their homework elsewhere. AI helps us engage those high-intent people more effectively, personalize the experience, and convert them. The game shifted from pure volume to the quality and precision of that engagement.
Okay, so if the old funnel is broken, what's the new blueprint? This is where loop marketing comes in, right?
That's right. Loop marketing is HubSpot's new 4-stage approach, designed to thrive in this dynamic environment. It combines AI efficiency with human authenticity, understanding that growth happens in fast, dynamic loops, not straight lines. The core idea is accelerated execution and continuous learning.
I really like that looping and learning aspect. It implies the strategy isn't static, it gets smarter with every cycle. And crucially, you said it's not about throwing everything out, but upgrading and accelerating what you already have with AI.
Exactly. And the benefits are compelling. You're looking at a faster go-to-market. AI-powered creation can launch campaigns in days, not months. Think about that advantage.
Days versus months. Huge.
Huge. Plus, deeper customer connections through data-driven personalization that actually feels personal. And potentially lower acquisition costs by being smarter about diversifying channels. And finally, this continuous optimization the AI learns, you learn, the campaigns improve, creates this ongoing competitive edge.
What's also really practical, I think, is the flexibility. Our sources mention you don't have to start at stage 1, right? You can jump in where you need it most.
That's a key point. Businesses can dive into whichever stage addresses their biggest challenge first. It makes getting started much less daunting.
All right, so we've established the why. Traditional funnels are creaking, AI is changing the game. Now let's get practical. How does loop marketing actually work day to day? Let's dive into those 4 stages: express, tailor, amplify, and evolve, and how AI fuels each one. First up, express. This stage is about defining who you are, what you stand for, and critically, who you're speaking to. Getting that consistent brand identity everywhere.
Right. And this stage really blends deep customer insight with your unique perspective. AI tools are amazing here for understanding buyers faster and deeper. Think analyzing customer reviews, call notes, community chatter. You can build these really precise ideal customer profiles super quickly.
But AI doesn't create the brand soul, right?
Exactly. Humans define the unique story, the tone, the identity, what makes your brand distinct. When you express well, every piece of content, even AI-generated stuff, reinforces your positioning and speaks directly to what your customers actually need.
So practically, how do you nail this? How do you bottle that brand essence?
You need a crystal clear style guide, not just a dusty document, but your brand's DNA. Mission, tone, do's, don'ts, non-negotiables.
Right.
And you can lead on AI tools here too, like HubSpot's Breeze Assistant can help define those customer profiles and brainstorm campaign concepts. Many platforms have tools now to help create an AI-powered style guide so everything sounds like you.
Okay, so brand identity is expressed. How do we make sure it hits home on an individual level? That sounds like the Tailor stage. We're moving beyond just hi first name, I assume.
Way beyond. This is where you use enriched customer data, CRM records, real-time intent signals, web behavior combined with AI. The goal is to deliver experiences that make prospects think, wow, how did they know that? You're crafting experiences for a cohort of one.
A cohort of one. I like that, making it feel truly bespoke.
That's the idea. Creating genuine relevance, not just surface-level personalization.
So what does that look like in action, making someone feel that understood?
Well, you gather behavioral signals, intent data from everywhere. Then AI-powered segmentation tools common in leading platforms now help build these super specific audiences. From there, you generate personal content landing pages, emails, CTAs that adapt based on industry, role, maybe even the time of day they're interacting.
Okay, that sounds powerful, but potentially robotic.
That's why the human review is absolutely essential. You must check that the AI output is accurate, stays on brand, and feels natural, not creepy. Tools designed for personalization, AI-powered email features, they can help create these targeted experiences. But that human check, non-negotiable. When you tailor effectively, though, prospects feel understood, trust builds, and conversion rates. Sources mention significant jumps, like 400% increases in engagement.
Wow. Okay, stage 3 is amplify. This isn't just about hitting publish on great content anymore, is it? It's about rethinking where and how you show up. Buyers follow their feed, not just our funnel.
That's the core shift here. You need to diversify distribution. Instead of trying to own the conversation everywhere, you need to join it where it's already happening.
So where are those conversations?
Think AI search results, partnerships with creators, communities like Reddit, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. Wherever your audience actually spends their time, there's been a power shift. From brands to creators. Credibility often flows through trusted human voices now. So the goal shifts from just ranking high to being recommended by those trusted sources.
Getting recommended, that's a different mindset. How do we practically amplify in this fragmented world then? How do we get recommended?
Well, technically, you need to think about AI engine optimization, AEO, making your content discoverable in AI chat tools like ChatGPT. You also need to get good at remixing content. Turn that blog post into a TikTok, a LinkedIn carousel, an article formatted nicely for an LLM.
Repurposing smartly.
Exactly. And partner with trusted creators. Their authentic voice carries huge weight. There are tools to help, of course. Platforms like, say, HubSpot's Marketing Studio assist with multi-channel asset creation. Features like an AEO grader can boost AI visibility. And advanced chatbots on your site can improve conversions on those high-intent pages. It's all about reaching the right people through channels where real trust exists.
Okay, makes sense. Finally, we land on evolve. The era of set it and forget it campaigns is definitely gone. This is about learning fast, acting faster.
This is where the loop really closes and where the growth starts to compound. AI lets you do real-time prediction, measurement, adaptation. You spot early signals, good or bad, run rapid experiments, apply learnings almost immediately. It builds this incredibly powerful feedback mechanism.
So instead of waiting weeks for a report,
You're getting insights almost instantly. It's like instead of launching a ship with a fixed course and just hoping, you're flying a drone with constant feedback, adjusting to the wind in real time.
love that analogy. So practical steps to evolve. How do we build that drone-like feedback system?
Well, you can use AI to predict likely success before you even launch. Gives you a head start. Then, once live, monitor engagement and conversion signals in real time. AI can highlight anomalies, so you focus on fixing things, not just digging through data. Running quick A/B tests on creative offers audiences becomes much easier, much faster. Agile iteration. And critically, feed every single learning back into your strategy for the next loop. Tools like advanced marketing analytics, connectors for deep research with AI, email engagement optimization, they all provide these proactive insights. When you evolve effectively, you just learn faster than the market. That's the competitive advantage. Continuous improvement.
This sounds like a really powerful system, but how do we make loop marketing repeatable, scalable, something that truly compounds over time, not just a one-off effort?
Yeah, good question. It boils down to 3 simple steps for continuous optimization. First, measure, but don't track everything. Track the right things for each stage. For Express, maybe it's content creation speed or brand mentions. For Tailor, click-through rates on personalized content. For Amplify, conversion rates from specific channels or AI visibility. For Evolve, qualified leads, or maybe loop velocity, how fast are you iterating?
Okay, focused metrics. Makes sense. Dashboards, like in HubSpot, can probably help visualize that.
Definitely. They simplify seeing your key performance indicators. Step 2 is learn. Dedicate just, say, 15 minutes a week. Review what worked, what didn't. Look for common threads. Then, feed that data into AI tools like ChatGPT, especially if it's integrated with your data to spot patterns you might miss. Turn that raw data into actionable intelligence.
So, measure, learn. What's the third step?
Adapt. Make small, smart tweaks immediately. If amplified data shows LinkedIn is crushing it compared to, say, TikTok for a certain campaign, you adapt. Double down on LinkedIn for the next sprint, while maybe tweaking the TikTok approach based on its specific metrics. Implement the winning elements as defaults in your process. This creates that virtuous cycle. Metric, insight, action, result, repeat. That loop spins faster over time, and that's where the compounding growth comes from.
That's brilliant. It really clarifies that loop marketing isn't this massive, scary overhaul. It's about upgrading, accelerating what you're likely already doing, but making it much sharper, much more effective with AI.
Exactly. It's about enhancing, not replacing entirely. And again, for businesses looking to really implement these dynamic strategies, whether it's overall growth, specific AI integration, or getting the most out of platforms like HubSpot, globally active resources like Aspiration Marketing are out there. Their blog.aspiration.marketing, is a great place for deeper dives into building these kinds of systems.
So wrapping up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Loop marketing looks like a really powerful framework for navigating this new AI-driven marketing landscape. It offers a structured yet flexible way to connect with buyers where they are, amplify your message effectively, and just continuously improve in an era where those old funnels are clearly struggling.
Yeah, I genuinely think this is an incredibly exciting time for marketers. Maybe a bit chaotic, sure, but full of opportunity. That combination of human authenticity, your unique brand voice, and AI efficiency. It's not just about keeping up anymore. It provides a clear path to unprecedented compounding growth. It's a chance to shift from guesswork to a precise, constantly improving growth engine.
So here's a final provocative thought for you to chew on. Which one stage of the loop marketing framework, Express, Tailor, Amplify, or Evolve, will you choose to explore first? Where can you make one small change to start transforming your marketing from guessing to a continuous compounding growth engine? Don't feel you have to tackle everything at once. Just pick one spot, make a small tweak, and start that loop. Keep learning, keep adapting. That seems to be the key.